Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do Q&A video and I asked you guys on my Instagram. I will answer as many questions as possible. Yes, I cook every day. Breakfast, I try to make it simple, and lunch, I pack lunch for my little boy Joshua. We could be eating leftovers from the night before. My husband and I both love eating at home and I like to cook. How often do I vacuum? I don't vacuum the whole house once, but I vacuum every day. Here, tomorrow I'll do another. Next day I'll do another. I just cannot see a total mess for too long, so I will just pick up the vacuum or pick up whatever on the floor. Whenever I see them, I just do it right away. I have Dyson cordless, so it's so easy to just vacuum around the house. And when I start to vacuum, I just tell the kids to, clean the space and move the toys to the room. And my little boy Joshua, he's 7 now and he just knows the drill, so he just starts to clean when I start to clean. So we're just, we clean every day. Yellow is really big for 2021. I know that, and I'll be really getting into yellow, so I'll take that, but I don't just follow the trend, and I like to stick with the classy style because that lasts forever. And I think when I was younger, I liked the trends and I like something more, and I went to school for fashion, so everybody's kind of competing, like, oh, who looks better? If you watch my what I wear videos or clothing related videos, you guys can tell I like something pretty, of course, but also I like things to look more classy than trendy, and also I like it more elegant than sexy, and also I like it more sophisticated than too cool. I like simple with 1 or 2 details. So my husband and I got COVID during our kitchen renovation. I think I talked about something like I feel like I'm getting mastitis, or I don't feel well while we were, doing that kitchen renovation. Oh my goodness, it was really terrible. So glad our kids didn't get it. That's kind of interesting, right? Because they're all over me and all over my husband, and also my little baby Caleb. I still nurse him, so I don't really understand, but everyone has different symptoms when you get it, and also some people don't get it, especially young kids, and some get it. So my husband got it first and nobody knew. I could not tell the difference. So he felt more tired than normal for, I'll say, longer than a week. That was pretty much it for him. So of course, but I got it from him and I had the worst days ever. So sick. I was very sick. At first I was super tired and I just had no energy to do anything, but I still had to cook for kids, and also I had to cook upstairs, so I had to keep going up and down, bringing my little boy Kayla with me because I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell anything. That's when I lost so much weight, and now I am catching back. So but it's been sometimes, the kitchen renovation, that's been months now. I'll be on the phone with others, I wouldn't go out and see anybody or going to grocery stores. I think it took about a month, even longer than that. I was feeling so sick, and my first time experiencing cannot taste anything, and that's when I realized, wow, if you cannot taste, you can't even eat, because literally taste nothing. So I don't even know what I'm eating, and I don't even know if I should be eating. You know what I'm saying? That's like really weird feeling. 2 things that I like to do. One is to take a hot sea salt bath. think I talked about it a while back, but I still do that. The second is to lay on the sofa eating chips or something that is not that good for you, for me. And I watch Netflix. The one that I've been really enjoying and I'm really into is the Good Girls. I don't know if you guys watch that or have watched. It's so good. I can't stop. And now I am on the season 2, the middle of it. We have good side, but the dark side also. And this housewife who is now dealing with a street gang and yeah, drug dealer. Very interesting. And also this Korean drama, it's brand new. Vincenzo. Sorry guys, I will have it named here. Loving it, and the actor is really good. So, and also I love action movie or action type of, you know, related fighting type of dramas. That's my favorite. I feel you, and I'm the same, struggling every day, and I feel like I have no time for anything. It is crazy every day, and sometimes I feel, you know, it is stressful. And when, you know, the days that I have thousands of things that I've got to do, one thing that I've learned and that helps me so much is that I tell myself, Karis, one at a time. Just get it done one, then you go next. And when the next come, you just do it, focus and do it. You'll be all right, you know, and then go the third one. Then later on, I get to find myself like, okay, I did so many things already. You can do so much. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's the like golden time, I would say. If you have things to do but all day you're like, oh, I'll do it after I eat this, oh, I'll do it after I, you know, do this or that. Like, I find myself it's more efficient and I get a lot of things done more when I'm so busy than when I have a lot of time. So that's also another reason I like to work as well. I know I got some questions asking about my work life and how I can manage to do, you know, work and also YouTube and also mommy life, you know, all that at the same time. That's because I have part-time job. It's not full-time, so that's why I could do it also from home. I could still do it. And the job you guys were asking, it's not brand new that I had to go out and get one. The camera shut down and I had to change the battery. And now I forgot where I stopped. Some of you asked me the same question, like, oh, what kind of work can you do? Like, you know, not easy to get a job like that. That's because I already had the relationship with this company, you know, all the way from Korea. So that's why I could do it. And I worked for them before when I was in Korea long ago. It's not hourly paid, but project, you know, one after another. And also YouTube, it actually takes up a lot of time, seriously, many hours. My weakness, I would say, I don't speak English really well, and also I don't have like that confidence. So when I speak, I tend to repeat a lot. So my goal is to post a video every 4 days or 5 days. That's my goal. But yeah, sometimes I can't, so once a week or even longer than that. I do my best. As soon as I finish, you know, everything for the video, I just release it. I'm just so grateful that you guys still watch my videos and I'm still on YouTube. That's, yeah, that's really cool. Now we're in our master room. Kids want to eat something, so I fixed them some snack. Yes, we do have cleaning ladies coming in every 2 weeks. So I had Michael Kors and Coach bags and Kate Spade. Those were like, they are amazing handbags out there, a lot of them with lower price point, and they're excellent, you know, and also you can get them discounted price. So I did love all those until my husband took me to LV, and I don't know, told him I don't need, like, you don't have to buy, you know, that expensive bag for me to just to have it, you know. But it was like my birthday or anniversaries. Anyway, something important took me to LV store. I even remember it was in Texas when we lived there, and yeah, he kept asking like, which one do you like? And when we went to the store, I felt so uncomfortable because I didn't know anyone, of course, and the essays were just kept looking at us, you know, I felt like. And yeah, everything I saw, they all look really similar and all canvas. Seriously, I was not that interested. Yeah, trust me. The addiction didn't start from there, of course not. But that's when something started. Yes, and my husband did it. Yes, I still tell him now. And I was just telling him like, it's your fault. What made you love designer items? So when I really got into is when I started to discover the history behind for LV. Also, I really liked Audrey Hepburn, and she held Speedy 25, which doesn't come with the, you know, bandolier that nowadays everybody gets that, but back then, you know, classy style, and it just looked so good. That's the only bag that really, you know, was attractive to me. It was just cute, round looking and round rolled top handles, and she's so petite, and kept thinking of wanting Speedy, you know, and it wasn't 25, I got 31st, but I think that's when I really started getting into. And also I googled and searched for a certain handbag from LV. I found YouTube video on that bag or something, and I started to watch YouTube. So that's when I started to really get in, I think. At that time, not many YouTubers made, you know, luxury handbag reviews or unboxing, not much. A lot of them are not here, not on YouTube anymore. Just saying thank you so much for making those videos that I could learn and I could see the actual handbag, you know, in action, even though it was not in front of me, you know. Still watching videos, it really helped. So that's why that also motivated me to make videos like showing unboxing and reviews. Some people get it in a wrong way, or just, I don't know why people think that, but I do not have any intention to show off because I feel embarrassed. Like, oh, why did I buy so many? And also I think of you guys like friends, kind of celebrate together also, and to show what's out there, you know, you may be interested also. One bag, if I have to say, from my entire collection, it's gonna be Hermes Birkin Rose Extreme. That's the bag. It just still makes me so happy. Of course other bags too, but that bag is something like something more and more special than other bags. Thank you so much for asking, but that's the tag actually I was planning on doing as my first tag video on my channel. So yeah, can you please wait for that, because yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Let me go through the DM also. I've got many questions here. Ivy is asking, I think it's worth it because I wear them. They're not too thick. We don't live in that kind of cold place. So for winter, it is just perfect to wear it on pretty much anything. And it's very comfortable and the quality is really nice. Only thing is the leather trim around here and there, and like, you know, each part, they are real leather. I just wish they were not real. The belt area where I have to put it on and off often, I could see a bit of wear and tear. Casual and dressy, both you can go with. I highly recommend, and they're very popular still, and it became a classic LV's ready-to-wear item. Min, M-I-N. Okay, if you need a space for your phone, keys with key fob and flat card holder, the mini is perfect. Yes, there's a little more space to add on like lipsticks, but if you need a lot more space, of course go with the BB. a good question, but hard to answer. Okay, let me say my husband, yes, he is not into fashion, of course not, and he's not into shopping, he's not into luxury, even though he's the one brought me to LV first time. I think still now my husband didn't agree. It's not something that he accepts. He just let me because I do pay for them. The things that he buys me are the ones for like birthday or anniversary. Or he said my mom is hesitant to get into luxury, but I'm trying to encourage her to enjoy and treat herself. Your mom sounds similar to my husband. I mean, he's not like thinking of getting into luxury, but he doesn't really enjoy and treat himself, you know, for anything. He puts himself the last. He would literally drive his old car that he had for 11 years. He would drive till it stops. That's how he is. And I had to really push him and just encourage him and tell him to buy a car, but he wouldn't want to spend anything for himself. So I bought him a car for his birthday, and I told him I'm not gonna buy him a birthday present for many years. It's raining all of a sudden. Okay guys, I would say you live once, you don't have another life. If you love something, go for it. If you can afford it, why do you care about other people? That's what I would say. I personally, I do care about other people, especially when I go to places where I don't want my handbag or, you know, what I'm wearing to be the focal point. I choose the, you know, bags or other things that is more like understated. But if I'm going out shopping or going out restaurants to eat, you know, with my husband or whatever it is, I like to dress up and I like to look fancy. And other people, whatever they think, it's their own life. You don't live for other people, you live for yourself. So why not? You don't have to have many things, like number of things, but get one thing that you just really love and something that you keep thinking about, and when you're sleeping comes up in your dream or whatever it is, something that you really love, go for it. From QT Lang, she loves my black bags collection and she watches it over and over. Thank you so much. And okay, I'm gonna go get it. Ta-da! So here's my Spring Street LV bag. That is so nice. And she's talking about this pom-pom black and white. I absolutely love this. Is the medium size, and also it is from Lindy, but it is not something that you can buy because it was one of the gift offer that I did with Lindy on my channel before. So yeah, you missed it, but something is actually coming up. So look out for something exciting. It is so fluffy and gorgeous pom-pom. I love black and white as well. And some of you asked me on my previous video what nail polish that I have. This is not the one, but I got it done at the nail salon, so I can't remember the name of it. This is the most similar pink I have from Dior, so I'll have the link to this one down below. This is more dark than this. My lipstick that I have on, this is one of my favorite YSL lipsticks. Actually, I bought a new one, more red color. I'll show you guys when the time comes. Anyways, this also, I'll link it below. Kathleen EE. I have an older sister and she was studying in Texas, Austin. She misses family and she just needed something anyway. So I just went there actually for my sister, but in order for me to stay there, I had to do something, you know. So I attend this school where they teach you, you know, English, ESL. Yeah, I quite liked it. Not in the beginning, but I don't know, now I live here, so that's kind of like dramatic, like short story. But and I never ever million years thought of living in the US or another place or another country. Yeah, here I am. living in the US. You just never know. That's the life. I'd love to. If I go, of course I will. And how did you come to US? I think I just talked about it, right? I am so curious about the kid's personality. Joshua is very sensitive and caring and very thoughtful at his age. He's just a really good kid, and I think he turned out that way because I was very sick when I gave birth. Postpartum depression was very bad. Also, my shoulder was having trouble, so I could not really pick up anything. I still feel really bad to him. I just couldn't hold him, lift up, but I had to be, you know, in bed or just laying down. I spoiled Lydia so much because I wanted to do everything that I could do because my shoulder was fine, I got fixed. But with Joshua, I couldn't do anything. So because of that, he got trained just by, you know, me or us not spoiling him. When my husband and I thought of starting having kids, we thought of two at first, and when we're thinking, we both agreed that the first one needs to be the pattern to the second one, so that way it'll be easier to teach the second, and also the first one could really help out, and that really worked out. Third one also get to be learned from Joshua, and he loves to read, and that's his favorite things to do other than iPad, but he's been out of iPad for quite a long time now. One day he didn't listen to mommy, and that was it. I think it's time to have him back. But anyways, that's how we teach our children. They need to listen to the parents. We're pretty strict, and my husband is more strict than I am, and that's what we both agreed. One needs to be at least sweeter, you know, so I get to be the sweet one. Joshua is more emotional than Lydia. Lydia is a girl, but she is very cool. She's a cool girl. Lydia loves to sing and loves to dance. I love listening to her singing. Sometimes I don't understand what she's saying or singing, but she just, you know, make songs out of just anywhere and anything. Caleb is the wildest one out of three, and he has no fear. That's just something that I am so scared. If he's quiet, he's doing something that is dangerous. I wish I have one, and I hope I have one who I can trust, but we can't trust just anyone who we could pay for, you know what I'm saying? So we would like it to be either friends that we've known for some times. My husband helps me so much when he is at home. He likes to play with the kids and watch them while I do, you know, get to film. Right now he's with them. Okay, next question from Ozarena. Love watching your videos, so much to learn from you. I would love to know your thoughts on the most recent Chanel bags and LV bags. Recent Chanel bags, yes, I am like about that top handle classic mini, especially. I'm like keep thinking about the silver or gold since I don't have them in my collection. Other colors, I'm like I'm okay. The white, I'm also interested. Caviar leather, but I have the jumbo size and I'm not sure if I have to have one. Gold may be more dressy, but silver may be more casual, so maybe silver, but then I love gold as well. And also the vanity case, I saw the pink one. Oh my goodness, so cute, but it's lambskin, so I'm not gonna go for it. But anyways, it is really cute. So LV bags, the new trendy, you know, bag that looks just like the toiletry. Let me show you guys. Toiletry 26, not canvas, it is leather, and it's embossed, so it looks so good, especially the black color. They have like silver and beautiful like pop of colors also, but I don't know if I need to have one. I have this and it looks really similar. I have this extra, you know, chain from Samorga, and I love wearing it like this. So if you want this type of look with leather, I haven't seen it in person, but I can tell it's going to be very popular, and it should be functional like this one because I wear this pretty much every day, dropping off and getting my kids from schools. A bit shy to ask the parameters to decide the characters of a man that could be a husband. When my friends ask what kind of man can become a good husband, or what kind of man should I marry to, or that kind of question, I do get that often. One thing, if I can tell you, a person who you to marry, you need to love who he is right now before you get married. Don't just think that, oh, I could change him. Oh, that thing I don't like, but he may change. Oh, the life, you know, when he becomes older, he'll become this and that. No, it won't change. It's very, very, very hard to change someone. People do change, but very slow. So if you don't have patience, or something that really bothers you, who you're dating and thinking of getting married, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea to just expect something that is not something that you see right now. I know some people asked me these questions before and now also, but let me just answer straight. If my husband is rich and if I'm rich, or we're rich and you're rich people, some of you DM me like, how is it like being rich? Or I think everyone thinks differently about how rich or rich could be. I personally don't think we're rich. When I think of rich people, those are people who don't have to think about anything like how much they're spending. Maybe you're thinking that too, because I do buy quite a lot of things, but I do count and I do save and I think before I buy things, because there's like, let's say 20 things that I love. I'll choose one out of 20, and yeah, that's how I would do. But rich people, I don't know if they care. They may buy 20, all of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So everyone thinks differently, you know, about the definition of rich. Like, how rich are you? Yeah. And my husband, let's say he's not rich and his family is not rich. He is more of coming from, I wouldn't say poor, but not having. I actually came from having, honestly. My dad had business all the way, so we always had, and my dad didn't really spoil me. He wanted to train me to be considerate. I was always into shopping, not just now, always been, and I studied fashion, so very much interested in especially clothing. I studied fashion design. That was another question I saw going through what did I study, you know. So I did study fashion design, so I used to make jackets and skirt and dress and button-up shirt, and so I do know the fabrics, I do know the quality, I do know how to stitch and tailor. Let's say I used to know back then, and when I was really into it, and when I was really studying, and when I was working. But now I haven't done it for a really long time. My friends always ask me to do something. I'm like, I don't remember, and I forgot, like, you know. Everything became more complicated. Back then it was fine. I forgot what the question was now. Closet tour, I would love to show you guys also, but not there yet because we haven't done the renovation. I would love to. That's like top on the list, but we have to get the fence done first. Also the deck. We want to change out with the stone, with the concrete instead of the wood we have now. So there's no screen, a lot of work to do, and design process and what to put on there. If I live by myself and I'm the only one to choose, I'll choose that, you know, closet to get it done first before even kitchen, I guess, you know. But yeah, I have family and I have my husband, so we have to get more practical things first. I think that's really practical, you know, for me. When was your last flight back to Korea? Before I was pregnant with Joshua. So, oh my goodness, 8 years, let's say. seriously. Okay, positivity and being cheerful comes from being grateful. This may be too classic or standard, maybe not a good tip, but it is what it is. How you manage not to lose your temper. I lose temper. It doesn't look, you know, maybe not on my videos, but I am just like you guys. I mean, I'm a human. 3 kids running around everywhere making crazy sound. Yeah, time to time I'm like, please can I have a moment like just no sound, like being quiet. Nobody screaming, nobody crying, nobody talking, nobody asking why, and of course I go through that, and when the time comes I just go to bathroom. Honestly, when I take hot bath, they all know it. Mommy needs her time. They're not allowed to come in and ask me thousands of questions. If you have a question about the baby, how he can sleep at night, he sleeps by himself. And yeah, that's how we trained all our kids going to sleep. You know, 8 o'clock, we put baby to sleep. You just sleep really well throughout the night. I still nurse him, so I still have him as a baby. So I'm happy. The more you think negativity about certain things, you get even more negative, more it gets worse. Yes, but if you think positively, and positivity comes from thankful actually, so if something bothers you and put you down, just think something that you're thankful for, and something around you that you love is still there. I'm just so thankful that I'm still alive, honestly. And that COVID, you know, that was just terrible. And I think I didn't end that story, but it took a long time. I would say almost like 1.5 or 2 months for me really getting back to normal. Just wished I had a mom, you know, or someone who can help me, just like a family or a mom, but I just don't have that. So what can I do? I won't have, even though I want it, you know. So I just, yeah, moved on. This year it will be 12 years. We only had like 80 guests, I think. I didn't want huge or big, and it was in Texas, Austin, when I got married, and it was hosted in a house. Maybe you can show your wedding dress. Actually, I have it, and it's quite big and like princess looking, you know, like really poofy, and it cuts right up here. I met him through a person who I was really close to in Texas, and yeah, like I was saying about the mama, she is part of it, and yeah, they knew my husband and they introduced him to me. Since the time I met my husband, it moved quite fast. So 6 months later, we were engaged, and 9 months we got married. So yeah, moved pretty fast. I don't have a manager or an assistant. I just do when I can. And I try my best to just edit as whenever I get a chance, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Me, it takes quite a long time to edit. The time management, it's just like I'm really in and out. So that's why I'm like, please do not think that I am ignoring you guys or trying not to answer your questions. It's not because I don't want to. It's just because I just didn't get a chance. Once I sit down and look and I read the question and I'm about to answer, my kid, like one of them comes to me and asking me something. And then when I come back to sit down, I see another question, so I'm trying to answer. So whoever I answer, that's like a moment like I get to answer. And a lot of times when I answer, that's when I'm waiting for my little boy Joshua in the car. Because of the COVID, nobody goes out, nobody's allowed to go out to pick the kids. So we all have to be in the car waiting in the long line every day. So that's actually a really good time, because that's when Caleb is kind of okay, sitting back in the car and Lydia plays her thing. That's when I get to answer your questions and, click likes on my channel and also my Instagram. And I want to thank you to those who, click like and take your time to write comment. That's like, makes my day. Seriously, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, I'm still here. I studied fashion design. It was to make clothes. And also I had a job. I was a makeup artist, believe it or not. I put a lot of makeup back then as a younger age, but now I put less thicker makeup. I thought it's more cool and better to cover myself, and I always thought I looked ugly. I wanted to cover my face with a lot of hair. I did body painting and I did makeup for models and mainly makeup for weddings, so it was fun. Each one that I have, I use still now, and none of them is being left out. It really depends on the number of family, how many you have and you need to cook for. If you have 4, I'll say go with the navy blue color that I have. That's a really good size for a family of 4. I'll link to that one down below with the size. I forgot exactly what that was for the size, but I love the navy color also. It's the matte finish. I highly recommend that. And the first one that I got is the one with the flower color, flower pattern on the top, which I love, and it's just so gorgeous. And that I also recommend. I could make pretty much anything in it daily. And I think each one, like I was saying, each one I use, so cannot get enough of them. So loud and busy and cuteness going on, and I'm just really happy. Honestly, I came from not wanting to get married, not wanting to have kids at all, to having 3 now. Yeah, I just never had experience of being around little kids growing up. I don't know why, but just never had that environment, so I just don't know. First, I don't know kids. Like, I don't know how to talk, I don't know how to deal with them, I don't know anything. So what I actually do is to pray to the Lord. Just want him to give me the wisdom how to take care of them properly, and I don't want to damage them by me saying certain things or my reaction to them or anything, because I was really hurt growing up, from having my parents not loving each other. And that's why also I didn't want to get married. But once I met the Lord and became a Christian, everything changed. So now I have 3 kids. I love it. And also I just never forget this from one of my friend's mom. She told me her happiest moment in her life was when her kids were like my kids' age, like little toddlers. Those years are hardest, like your hands are busy, you have to just do so much for them. But those days were the happiest time in her whole life, she said. And she's now like 60 years. Joshua is 7 now and Lydia is 4. Caleb is what, 19 months now or what? Yeah. So he's growing and I'm like, oh, don't grow up. Not easy, but worth it. So worth it. So my life, I was very lonely, and I still remember when after my mom left, I was like 13. So I lived by myself, yes, in a big house, and I was so scared and lonely. So I had TV on really loud, and I had it on all night all day, because when I come home I didn't want to feel like I was by myself. I wanted to feel like someone was there, you know. And even at night, because I was so scared, whenever I hear some sound I'm like so scared for some reason, so I had TV on all night, you know, every day. So electricity bill was really bad, I guess. Yeah, after my mom left, things changed. So I never knew how to cook. My mom never taught me, and she was a really good cook, so I didn't know what to do. And my dad gave me the allowance to spend money, so I ordered pizza every day. You know, the deliveries in Korea, like jjajangmyeon. It's like black noodle. It's not the best thing to eat all the time, but I ordered that, or fried chicken, which is my favorite still now, but I try not to eat that. Anyways, pizza with Coke and like all those kind of fast food. We keep ordering them because I don't know how to cook and nobody's there to cook for me, you know. So one day my dad came. He lived in different cities. He drove down every weekend to visit me, and one day he realized I had stacks of boxes of pizza, you know, pizza boxes, and he said, you have to throw all these away and now you need to learn how to cook by yourself. And I was like, what? And he bought me the pots, and he bought things, and he took me to the grocery store, and he said, just, you know, throw things, whatever you want to, you know, eat and cook, you think. And I was like, I don't know how to cook. I asked a neighbor how to cook. I asked my friend's mom. I made something out of it, and I started to just learn how to cook by myself. So now what I cook is how I learn by myself, seriously. And now, because I have that kind of basic element, like what things to put inside to make this type of flavor, or my dad didn't let me buy any of those junk food anymore, so my dad trained me every day, called me every day since he saw it. I think that really broke his heart. So he and checking on me if I'm okay, and that's when he became a like best friend to me. He became a mom also and a dad. Yo, I don't know if you're still watching this video. If you are, please comment below and tell me you're still watching. I believe this video is like 1 hour long. I don't know if you will watch it, but yeah. If you want to know about my life, yeah, that's how it began. And kind of I was going more into dark side. I think I became really rebellious, so I actually tried to smoke with those kind of like, you know, bad friends. You know, I wanted to be kind of cool and different. I tried to smoke, but it was terrible, you know. It's like, oh, why would you do that, you know? So one day when I tried it, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. This is not taste good. And alcohol, I just couldn't deal with it because my body doesn't accept that. Like red bumps will come up all over my body, so I can't drink. My dad could still buy me things, and actually I wasn't really into like design or anything, but in Korea there's a lot of like small, like tiny brands into boutiques. They make excellent quality, like beautiful handmade things, like clothing is just really nice quality, and I would say quite pricey, you know, for not being brandy name, you know, but yeah, they're all like made really well. So I was good at shopping. When I was lonely and I had nobody to really hang out together, because, you know, think about it, I didn't have parents, you know, so I will always walk around, you know, with high heels. I always wore those high heels for hours shopping, you know, like I didn't even buy things, but window shopping all the time. I think I'm pretty good at picking, like I can tell, this is not gonna work, this is gonna work. Quite a long story to talk about, but if I can say short thing right after what happened is that, you know, I came to the US. I actually met the Lord right before actually, but more in the US, and I met this wonderful lady who I call Mama, you know. Her name is Barbara. Actually, she passed away. Now, it's been some times. That's actually one of the reasons we moved here, because she was passing out, kind of, you know, she got cancer, and yeah, anyways, it's just, yeah, kind of emotional story. So don't like to talk about it because this is social media, but I know you guys care and like to know about me. you know, ups and downs, like not always pretty looking or just luxury in life, not like that at all. Maybe just like on, you know, here, luxury things, like looks like, oh, look at this, like brand new, you know. But it's not just all about that, you know, life is just life. So I am here in Florida now, but we may move back to Texas, who knows? And now she's gone, and her husband, who I call daddy and very close to this, I don't want to talk about it, but he remarried recently, and yeah, we still wanted to be close and, you know, have a granddad for kids, but she didn't want it, so we are no longer allowed to see him. So it's really yeah, really hard, very hard. And yeah, actually, to get away from that thought, it motivates me to make more videos and work more, because when I start to think about it, it really breaks my heart. And I already have broken with my mom leaving. Now, after second mom that I call mama, she passed. You know, with him, it was really hard because anyways, he has a new wife, so I can't change that either. So life is life. Some people think that, you know, I'm rich, I buy things, so I'll be so happy with everything and that's all I would like. But one thing, if I could have, and I would love to have, you know, that I cannot buy, actually, it's having a mom. Yeah, I talked about this before also, but if you have a mom, tell her I love you every day. Don't forget that, because you really have one that, you know, like someone like me really miss having and would love to have. Nobody can replace a mom because you only have one. After she left, yeah, I think someone asked me about it. I only saw her once after she left. She came to visit me when I was in high school, and she sat in front of me and cried the whole time. She never said a one thing, and I didn't know what to say, and I was really angry at her. So I just told her, you can go if you're just gonna cry and not saying anything, you know. So yeah, I still don't understand, you know, but now as I am a mom, I kind of, you know, try to understand more than before. You know, possible things could happen and she may want to have another life or a new life. Yeah, that's another reason I didn't want to get married, because I thought I would become like her, you know, leave my children, and I didn't want to do that to my own, you know. So that's another reason I want to be a really good mom to my kids and do what I can do 100%. If I can give all, I like to give all to my children, and because I actually get a lot from them, because they're so there's just everything. They're the best. Yeah, so yeah, I think I should end it right here because I think this video is like, I've been filming for hours and now it's really dark here. I need to make dinner for our family, so I hope it turned out well. And one more question, I know I brought the, you know, bags because someone asked about which LV bag I'll recommend to a mom, casual and also non-casual, but if you can have one bag. I'll say Métis, pushing Métis. You can put a lot of things here. Looking casual, crossbody, but you can wear it like this to make it more dressy. So I think it's super classy from LV as well, so you can have that. But if you're looking for more to put in, and backpack style, if you're fine with it, semi-casual also. If you're looking for something a little bit more dressy than this one, that you can really turn into crossbody bag as well. You can change that strap into just one and hook it both way, which I don't really do because it's kind of long style, but possible. This is Clapton backpack. It's really cute and lovely size, and it's like a bucket bag, I would say, so it fits quite a lot as well. So that's another recommendation. Other than that, some of you asked me about the chain, if I can show the longer one on me, but I am planning to make LV unboxing video after this one because I still didn't show you guys all that I got from the last trip to the LV store. I will talk more about it and share more about different chain option to go with this, because I did get some from some more guys as well. So I'll show and talk more about this in that video, and it will be coming next. So thank you so much for watching, and I gotta go. They're waiting there, so bye guys.